Oh, it's going to be
What's
50 plus 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one's no good. And then let's see the other one because I think I might have it.
We're just talking about some golf stuff here.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah, that one's no good too. Yeah, it's not. Doesn't look like too much is going well in the lottery. I'm in the money in the monster on FanDuel, but let me see if that's one is another one that has issues. No, this one's sneaking by. Okay, so my monster over here. Oh my god, the spike, freaking Morikawa just shit in the bed on the back.
It's really just is that one hole. He just hit a double bogey on, and he literally had like the perfect everything. He was looking like he might be shooting for an eagle, and then he ended up double bogeying it.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. Right now, I'm doing the. Right now, I'm just gonna do the projections. I mean, it looked just looking for like 2 seconds. It looked like Wu Pavetta would be the top guys.
That's my top guys.
Okay.
It's pretty close between. Well, Peterson's right there too.
Oh, that's right. He's home against Colorado, right?
Yeah. So Wu is. I just love him as a pitcher. I think he's awesome. I think he's great. And it's weird to just do a baseball thing. Oh my God. Now this is what happens every time I come on. Now it doesn't work anymore. So fortunately we have plenty of time. Like because I have to handle all my things, but like I can't even access SaberSim right now.
Oh, really?
Every time we start a show now, it's like, this just keeps happening and it drives me nuts.
Are we still on strike, by the way?
Until we get a message back.
He didn't email us yet. He even said shortly. Okay. Well,
he didn't email me.
Didn't email me either. He said shortly is not an hour and 15 minutes, sir.
Yeah.
Everybody, just so you guys know, we're currently on strike for Stake Kings until we get some answers about something that's probably nothing. But
yeah, no, it's definitely nothing, but it's not working for sure. So
yeah.
We're not doing something's not okay. I don't know. I was going to talk about it. I can't talk about it. It just doesn't work. Like I don't have any. I can't see what my exposures are. I'm just going to go on memory. This is so
weird. You can't launch SaberSim. You're saying
I can't get in at all. But when we start these shows, it started just this thing recently where occasionally I can't, like, it just doesn't work.
Well, let me just see.
No, it's working fine for anybody who's not running a show at the same time. It's something with the restream or something that is triggering it. It's starting to happen now, but
I'm just saying that I can launch it.
Well, yeah, we don't need to show anything. I mean, I wasn't planning on sharing my screen or anything. I can't see what I'm doing.
So no, but I'm just saying. So why can't you see?
It's just frozen. It's going to freeze off and on. That's why I have to get out always a little bit early because I can't. It just stops working completely.
Well, there's got to be a reason for that.
It's when we restream. It's because the usage on the restream. It's only when we restream. But we'll figure it out.
Let me ask you this.
K9 saying he's having some trouble also. Okay, so this might actually be a thing. Now I'm back in, but it's
what about I know you can't see, but what about Luis Ortiz at 6K?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I don't think you should take a particularly strong. I mean, it's fine. Ortiz, but I mean, I like the hitting better in the other game. But like, why not just play Giolito then?
Giolito's on Boston now?
Yeah.
How's he been doing this year?
Hit or miss, but he hasn't pitched that much.
Okay.
All right, let me see real quick. And there's like weather, but there's nothing that's going to seem like it's going to get in the way of anything.
Somebody told me once somewhere that Luis Ortiz gives up stolen bases.
Sure, maybe. I think thinking about that kind of stuff on a big slate is really dangerous because I don't think it matters at all. Like, I mean, unless you have a team that loves to run a ton and you want to stack against him, then I think it matters. But it has to be a bunch of guys who are going to run. Like last night is different. You're trying to find one spot and a way to get different and all that stuff on those little slates. On the big slates, I really think you're not like you're just asking for weirdness, especially on a team that like with the Angels doesn't. I mean, sure, they might run, and by the way, the Angels are completely viable. Like, I think they're totally legitimately in play. Okay, now I can see my screen.
Whoa, wait, what is this? So here's what I'm looking at SaberSim. What I see on SaberSim is that FanDuel started at 4:30 p.m.
No, it's just a mistake. It's there's a game that's not kicking that doesn't count anything.
What is that? Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing happening. It's just
So Baltimore White Sox does not exist on this slate.
no,
Okay.
no. No. So yeah, I mean, most of my pitchers are between 4 guys, and it's actually I think that I'll probably end up with even more of Valdez than I currently have.
Ooh, you like Valdez?
Yeah. So Valdez. So I have a Pivetta, Peterson, Wu, basically all the same, and then Valdez, then Bassett, then a little bit of Ortiz, a little bit of Giolito, a little bit of Zebby Matthews, but nothing like, in general. Trying to get different at pitcher on big slates is, I think, a bad idea. Like, look, there's not always there's always examples of okay, we can maybe fade somebody, but I'm never looking at it like I could care less about pitcher ownership. Like, I'm gonna play the guys, except for when I see a guy who's cheap who has like a seriously high upside, or if he's low owned with a seriously high upside and he's volatile, like last year's version of Hunter Green would be a good example. But in general, I just think like everybody rates almost like these guys there's very little difference between them. If you wanted to tell me, oh, I want to play Grant Holmes instead of these guys, sure. So I don't really find myself getting very different. One guy you could take some stabs with is Max Fried against the Dodgers. But I don't think I'm more interested in sometimes if I see a misprojection, like I think Dylan Wu is too low by SaberSim's projection. I think that Goldie's and yours both have him higher. I agree with you guys. And I think that he's the best play in my bigger buy-ins. He's probably the one I end up using.
Who is this?
Brian Wu. Then Pivetta and Peterson are the next 2 for me. So that's sort of my pitching thing. I'm not using a ton of different guys. I'm looking on FanDuel now real quick to see if there's anything stands out as being different. My guess is I'll be more of a tighter player pool over here. But I made some active changes of the max entry step variety today or whatever it is. On FanDuel, I don't love that I'm getting more of Peterson. I think that than Wu, but it's okay. Like I think Peterson, Wu, Pivetta are all very similar. And the one guy who I think maybe you could argue should be a little bit higher would be Valdez, because of the quality start mattering so much. Also pretty good win equity. Brian Wu has the best number, the best chance of a quality start tonight, according to SaberSim, and I would agree with that. But he's also 10-6, so maybe people don't want to do that. I don't have any problem with it myself. And I'm looking, Goldie's got him like much better than SaberSim does. I just think, for whatever reason, SaberSim doesn't ever project Brian Wu very well. So I'm going a little bit higher on him. And I'm going a little bit lower on the projection on Peterson, but like you're talking about fractions of points, but as you know, those make a difference.
Yeah.
So it's Wu, Peterson, Pivetta again over there for me. It's a little bit of Grant Holmes, but I really like, I want to talk about some stacks because I do like some stuff that's a little bit different today. Well, I guess I don't even know that it's different. Like I just have some takes and I don't see any hitting stacks really looking like they're gonna. Now we know one will gain an advantage, but there's 13 games. I don't see any player on any team higher than 18%. And that seems like okay, that's fine with me. I also happen to love this Arizona stack. For some reason, only Carroll is showing up as getting a ton of ownership, which is kind of weird. So for me, the stacks are both sides of the Atlanta-Boston game because it's great hitting conditions there, even though there's a little bit of rain. There's huge volatility with both Giolito, in my opinion, and Grant Holmes here, but Giolito has the upside at 6,300, where I kind of would like to get a little bit of it. But I like Atlanta and Boston, but Arizona is my favorite stack. They'll be my one in my highest buy-ins. And then I like San Francisco. I kind of like Washington on the other side. So what I did was I actually put a little ownership on the game stack because late swap will take care of it for me anyway for the lottery. But for the Arizona and Washington game, because that game doesn't start till 9:40. So I have other options if I wait until then. And I do like I think the Yankees are firmly in play against Gonsolin. Look, how many times have I been on anti-Dodgers? Freed in the Yankees. I think San Diego and I think Seattle has some upside as well. So I am getting to those later things, but mostly my main stacks are both sides of the Atlanta-Boston game, and then especially the biggest one is Arizona.
Yeah, the ones that were showing up for me, again, I'm building now, but the ones were showing up for me based on projections. The way I ranked them at least is you mentioned already San Francisco. I like that. And my next two are Toronto and the Mets. They look to be a little chalky, but those look to be at least my three top rated when it comes to just like putting everything together. I wonder what I'm at to actually get of those. Arizona, I have pretty fair actually. That's actually not. I would not argue with Arizona. As far as just raw points, that's the thing. Like, there's so many of these teams that are competing. You know what I mean? It's not like anybody really stands out. I don't know. So you mentioned Arizona, and who's your next favorite?
Arizona, and then I both sides of Boston and Atlanta. The slight preference towards, I guess, Atlanta. The Mets, I think, are very reasonable. The Giants, I like. Those are sort of the main ones for me today. And let's see. I'm looking at it right here, and I'm seeing if I forgot anybody. Yeah, that's pretty much. Those are my stacks, pretty much. I mean, I'll have sprinklings of other stuff. I'll have sprinklings of Washington, of the who else did I have late? Washington. We're getting questions coming about Detroit. Lugo has really only had one start that I would want to have used a team against him all season long, and I don't love. I mean, Detroit's fine, but honestly, it's really a weird slate because literally nobody stands out as being much better than anybody else, except for to me, I do think Arizona has the highest upside. That's because, I mean, even these run totals are all similar. There's just really not that many spots. The one thing that's weird is the Seattle Mariners run line is so low, and I'm wondering if maybe that's affecting things too much, and maybe I should get to a little bit of Seattle. That's the only one I keep coming back to. Okay,
so right now, after my build, my top owned guy is Brian Wu, and then I have a couple of guys. Like, I have 5 other guys over 15%. I have 25% Grant Holmes, 24% Pivetta, 22% Bassett, 17% Luis Ortiz, then 17% Peterson, 16% Valdez. And when it comes to stacks, wow, my top owned stacks right now are Washington, Oakland, and the Angels. Simming, whatever. I don't really mind that, actually. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm getting who's Seattle playing?
Minnesota.
It's not like I'm getting all the Twins and all the Rockies and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and all the teams. And who do the Padres play?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and all the Pittsburgh. So it doesn't look like Saberson's in a particular jaunty mood.
Well, it's because this slate is just, there's no real ownership going anywhere. There's nothing. So you can get, and I always say, like, on those 7 and 8 gamers, like the smaller ones, that's when you want to, like, those and lower. That's when I think that you want to get super different and getting leverage. But I really think on these 13 game slates, you're kind of asking for trouble if you're just trying to find something because, oh, well, this guy's popular, I'll go against him. There's just so many other stacks that'll be just as low owned that actually make sense.
Right.
That's where I'm at least.
So let me see what's going to happen then. So if I play FanDuel, do I have to manually X out this Baltimore White Sox game when I upload?
No, it's not even there.
I mean, I see it on my template.
Show it. I don't see anything with them.
Here, I'll show you.
It shows the game playing, but it's already playing. Oh, it shows right there, but yeah, click on the players. There's nothing there.
Right. Okay. I'm just gonna exit out here just in case.
Yeah, they all live a 0 projection, and let me just double check that that's right. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. There's there's no way to get to any of it. So I'm not especially worried about it.
All right, so let me see what FanDuel is doing for me here. Pavetta, Peterson, Brian Wu, Luis Ortiz. All those Torontos. Okay. So I'm building FanDuel right now. Yeah, for those who didn't, I'm gonna try. I spoke to Bobby privately about this. So for those who watched the Knicks game yesterday, or whatever it is, I mean, I think it was pretty clear that they were going to win. You know, I don't think Indiana really cared at all about the game.
They still made that little run late though, where it started to look like it, and they put that same lineup out there when it got down to 10.
They did.
I was ready for potentially seeing what. You're right. Like Halliburton just played like a totally different game than he's played the entire series.
He's like, I'm going. You know what? Why bust my balls? You know what I mean? Why get hurt? I'll go home and be a 5-6 point favorite and win there. That's easy.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything different coming up on FanDuel here. So you were talking a lot about the quality starts.
Yeah, I just think it matters. Like it's probably the most important thing. Like that I look at on FanDuel. Like that just more means in my higher buy-ins, especially I let it. But I'll give a little extra boost but you have a lot of guys today who have a pretty good chance at a quality start, more than you're used to seeing. Whereas like a guy like Zebby Matthews like wouldn't make any sense to play on FanDuel because he's probably going to throw 80 pitches, and you can get away with it because he's cheap on DraftKings, but there's just no reason to do it on FanDuel in my opinion. But like, yeah, Brian Wu's got like, he's got the best odds. They say 43%, David Peterson second at 40%, Valdez third at 36%. And then you get down into Pavetta at 33%, Merrill Kelly, 33%. Yeah, I had to, even on a big slate, I had to get a couple stacks in against Merrill Kelly. Then I looked, he's faced this Washington team twice and got absolutely hammered both times.
Oh, let's go. I'm down.
So let's get a little bit of it. And look, you can always late swap away, so I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, you got to play some of it, right? I mean,
yeah. So I'm looking. Yeah, hopefully I can get Oberg to have a big bounce. I mean, he's fine. He just needs to be nice if he can. Oh, he's got a birdie opportunity. And Morikawa just buried, by the way. So he's.
I see that. I'll tell you who's. Oh, that's a tough break for Griffin there. Oh, I saw this one already. Okay.
How about this Ben Griffin for 5 rounds in a row now? He's
Ben Griffin for president.
Seriously. Hey, I definitely would vote that way versus other things, but that's a separate conversation.
I want to come on. What's his name? I want that Pop guy to play again.
Oh, I know, John Pop. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it to the elevated events quite yet.
I don't think so quite yet. That's it.
Not quite yet.
So on FanDuel, just for funsies, I'll say who I have here. Pitching. I tell you, man, I like my exposures today. Like I'm spread out. I'm not going too crazy. I kind of like this a little bit. So I have Peterson and Bassett, one top 2, but on FanDuel. But I got a bunch. I got a bunch of guys, and then wow, what a neat little top owned stack here.
By the way, it may get to +4. Just FYI.
Uh-oh.
Matty Schmidt just birdied 2 in a row, and he's at +5 with
Morikawa for bogey, no good.
And Hideki, I don't understand how it's 18%. That means they're saying 18% of the time Matty Schmidt's going to birdie 17 and 18.
Morikawa just double bogeyed.
Who did?
Morikawa.
Again?
Yep.
Jesus, man.
I think so. On 17, he just birdied 16. He's double bogeyed 17.
Jesus, that's 2 3 holes.
Yeah, so on FanDuel, top owned stacks are the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, I like it. Like I'm getting to some of that myself.
And Oakland, so ATL and ATL and ATH.
ATL and ATH.
Yeah, ATL and ATH.
Do you know what we got to remember? We got to remember for the Memorial next year sheets, we have to play Jordan Spieth because this is the tournament where you keep seeing double bogeys, then the guy birdies the impossible ones in a row. This is exactly the Jordan Spieth style of play. And he's playing great now. He's like in 5th place now.
Well, the one thing that I like, did I move up here? Why am I cashing for so much? Wait, what just happened?
Oh my God.
Oh, this sucks. Yeah, in the mega snowman, I'm in 34th in one of them. That's the one that's not going to advance though. That stinks.
+4 still might make it though too. So you might see a lot of people out because
right. But that's the thing. The other one that I have that's live would be even live to +4.
right.
So I'm rooting for +4 in that.
Yeah,
one.
you'd be rooting for +4. They'd eliminate the Justin Thomas and the Michael Kims and well, I guess that would hurt some of the other ones, but then
FanDuel or whatever. But the Sam's the closest one I have to miss in the cut there. I have Sam Stevens +3. Everybody else is totally. I mean, he's in. Yes, that's I mean, no one's in first or anything like that, but I got Scotty and Shane Lowry. You know what I mean? Like I got some guys.
Yeah. Wow, that's
and Harris English. I forgave him finally.
What do you hate about him again? I forgot.
He withdrew with the bad back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just looks so nonchalant. I thought maybe that would be something that bugged you.
No. He withdrew with the bad back. Nonchalant's fine. I just don't like the bad attitude of Kevin Streelman.
Yeah. I'm in 6th place in one of the single entries. Okay, that's good. My worst one is Fleetwood and what's his name at +3 also. I'm in 5th place.
I played today actually.
You played golf?
Yeah.
Oh my God. How do you get everything done? How do you get everything done in a day? How do you golf and then come back? I just can't even imagine because golf takes like my friends forever.
Yeah, I had 8 a.m. tea time. I was back by. That's why I couldn't make 12 the noon spin. Yeah, I got back at like 1:30 or something like that my time.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I had it's like golf is like such a funny game. You know, it's like there was one hole where I was putting from for birdie from like off the green, and I had to like really muscle it to get up onto the green. And even the caddy said, "You really got to hit it hard, otherwise it'll come back to you." And I hit a little bit slow, and it just barely made on the green, and then it came rolling all the way back to me. Right, it was like so tilting. And the next one, I just drained it.
Nice.
Like up the hill, around the thing, bang off the flag and straight in. Right, just ridiculous. Right. And I had a couple of really good ones today.
That's awesome. It was a good round overall.
Oh yeah. Played nice. I made like a 90 or something like that. It was pretty good for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good. My one of my cousins who like never played golf in his life until he was like 30. He's gotten himself like pretty damn good now. Where he's
you can do that. I never played until I was like 45.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got really good really fast.
He's like telling me he's like yeah, he's going to like big courses and he's shooting like par, and I'm like, what?
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Like it's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Do you know who was an awesome golfer?
Kenny?
Our old friend John Venturini. Back in the day.
I'm not surprised.
He's good at you know what he is now, Sheets?
What?
I talked to him and he's like, yeah, I just got back from the World Championships. I was like, well, of what? He's like, he does the what's it called? The jiu-jitsu.
Oh, really?
He does the jiu-jitsu, and he's like, yeah. He's like, it wasn't the best. I finished second.
7 million people or something like that, right?
Yeah, like, and then I was asking him, he's telling me his son was a good wrestler because his son is like 7 or 8 or whatever now. He's also on Bobby. And he and then next day I was like, how good is he? He's like, he's definitely the best in the state. I don't know about the country. And like to him, like I'm like, oh, and then next, sure enough, he won the state championship. So
God,
pretty wild. Yeah, Eric saying in chat, Eric Froelich saying you don't sleep. I think that's true about you. I think you sleep less than anybody else I know.
I sleep like 7 hours.
I don't know. I think you're exaggerating that even. I don't buy it.
It's true.
Doesn't hold water. All right. What else? Who else's lineups? We still don't have the Dodgers, Yankees. I'm thinking about going to a game this weekend. I'm going to the game on Monday against the Mets, but it would be fun to go to see them play the Yankees again. But I feel like I've already been to a lot of that situation. I went to the parade, and I really don't want to deal with like toxic fans screaming at each other at the moment. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it. Right now, I'm not really in the mood for it because there will be a lot of Yankees fans there. I promise. How about Xander turning it around? He was like 4 over today, and he ended up at 2 under. Justin Rose was 6 over to start the day and 7 over after the first hole. And he shot 6 under for the day. That's nice. All right. So I always dry up on the baseball stuff of what else to I guess if there's one thing is it weird that we're and I know the matchup's great and he's been really good this year, but it always feels weird to play the David Peterson as chalk. Just because he gets himself in trouble so much. I mean, it's Colorado.
He stinks, but Colorado is just so bad.
He stinks.
He does. That's a heavy analytical term there.
You hate everybody who plays for New York. Who do you like from New York? Is there anybody who's like? Did you have a fan of like a certain player growing up?
Ron Guidry. Ron Guidry, he's a good pitcher.
Okay, Ron Guidry. How about more in the
more recently?
Is there any like? What about when the Yankees were you like a Jeter guy? Like, is there was there?
Yeah, I like Jeter. I like Jeter. I like that whole team. I liked But who are the starters? Like David Cohn and David Wells. I like them for the Yankees. Andy Pettit. Yeah, I like that whole team.
Yeah.
Until Andy Pettit became a cheater. but Andy Pettit was he was like the worst kind of cheater because like he was like all like religious about everything. You know what I mean? Like like Jesus would not allow me to poison my body and
yeah.
And then the worst is when he got caught. He's like, oh, but my luck. Like the only time I ever did it was like the time that they caught me doing it. Yeah, okay.
What a liar.
Exactly. I mean, like, give me a break.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
Oh
my God, it's 28% now.
What?
How is it? What is making? Oh, Hideki birdied 17. So if Hideki or Matty Schmidt birdie, well, Matty Schmidt has to birdie 17 or 18 and not bogey the other one.
Oh, well, the other thing, Bobby, to tell you the truth, about not liking Peterson or whatever it is. And I had this conversation with people I was playing golf with today. They were talking about sports gambling and then how it's affecting, fanship and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, I hear you. I mean, like, DFS has like ruined my love of sports. I mean, like, I don't root for anybody anymore. It's like ridiculous.
That's interesting. I can relate to the not rooting for anybody. Like during the regular season for anything, I don't ever really care that much about anything. But like, I'm never going to change my love for the Dodgers. But it did change. I mean, I rooted hard. I pushed for Baltimore all year. I even had bets on Baltimore. But because that one day when I won the million, I literally needed the 2-point conversion, the no good 2-point conversion. So
yeah. But I mean, listen, I always like the Yankees and the Knicks and the Giants. When they're good, I'll get into it.
Yeah.
But like the days of me like rooting for like a regular season game, you know what I mean, of like the Giants, you know what I mean, like I don't know, it's like
yeah.
Hideki he's in a lot of trouble here.
Did you see when he was in trouble earlier? He literally, I don't even know how they found his ball. It was like on the tree thing, and he had a perfect shot after that.
Wait, this is 18. If he can pull this off,
well, that would be terrible for a lot of lineups.
There's no way. Well, he likes this. No. Well, he could par it though.
Par is whatever. I don't care about that. I just don't want a birdie.
Yeah, he can't birdie. There's no chance.
And then so it's just
you'll see what happens.
I'm about to see it.
No, okay.
Yeah, although he chipped in at the Masters last year, and it changed the cut line. He was the last player on the course, and it changed the cut line.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a good idea of what to do, at least. What is he supposed to do from over there? He had to go low.
Yeah, it was a good try, but
yeah.
He's not making that.
No. Not as he does the Masters thing again. How come they aren't? I hate. So there's things about golf coverage that need to just change.
Well, everything, but
it's just not that hard you can have more cameras around and show different golfers. You don't need to just focus on the guys at the top. It's the most meaningless time for the guys at the top.
Yeah, I'll tell you still, but a really, really good idea for like country clubs.
Yeah,
is to have now obviously having full cameras on all the course would be like great, but even just put like a standing camera behind the tee box for the par threes and kind of a split screen to the green, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What you do is first of all, you live stream it like all day, like in the clubhouse. So people are walking by, they'll see people, you know what I mean? That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Watch people do it. And God forbid anybody ever hits a hole in one.
Right, you got it.
Like you make all your money back like in 20-fold because you'll be able to charge them probably $100,000 for that video and all that stuff, So I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So
I told you my one golf story. This is what happened to me. That's why my second time ever, like literally hitting a golf ball where it wasn't at a driving range. Like actually tried to go and play a 9-hole course. I mean, like it was a 9-hole course. It's not like anything, but it was like one of those where you're elevated and it's like, you know, the par threes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I like had no idea where the ball went, and me and my buddy who's with me is like, I think it went in. Like I was like, no way, it couldn't have gone in because it didn't even feel right and all these things, and nothing you said to me worked. Like, and we looked down there and it was in the hole. I was like, after that I did the Costanza. I said, I'm never golfing again.
Wait, you made a hole in one?
Yeah, but it was a par three. It was a par 3 course.
Whatever. Who gives a shit?
And it was the second time I ever golfed. It was just the dumbest thing.
That's ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
Don't tell too many people that story. They'll kill you.
I know. That's the problem. I'm sitting here telling everybody else who's listening, but it doesn't really matter because I never would claim to be any kind of anything at golf. Even if I got good at it, I know how hard it is. I see everybody struggle with it all the time. But man, it takes over your life for a lot of my friends, like even the bad ones. They just never stop. Every day they have to find a way to golf.
Yeah, and you know, we had Sketchy on talking about it. Sketchy, remember my friend from poker? He worked for a golf training aids company. And those, man, as addictive as you know, buying sports picks and that type of stuff is, there's nothing more addictive than freaking trying to fix your golf swing. Like, and then you get on these email lists, it's like just insane, dude. Oh my god, Hideki, really? I'll let you watch this. Okay. Let's just say that if in fact you had like a lot of money, like riding on him missing that chip, like it was definitely a nasty sweat.
To be honest, I probably do want him to miss. I'm just not realizing it. You know, like I have some of the guys who are 5 under, but I think I have less of them than the field does.
Yeah.
So maybe I do want him to make it or whatever. Oh, it's pretty damn close.
Right?
Pretty damn close.
Morikawa, nice shot.
Let's see. Spieth 300. How did that even happen? It came out of nowhere.
Matty Schmidt for birdie to get to +4.
Wait, that's the other one that could happen. Did it go?
It did not. Oh my god, what a choke! But it doesn't matter for him, right?
He's okay. He'll get in at +5.
Yeah.
It's just the birdie just changes the cut. They all over cut line. Wow, what else we got? Glad Sam Burns had a big comeback day today. Had the blow round of the day. That was one of my plays on our thing. What's that?
How did Homa do?
He shot 7 over.
Ooh.
But he made the cut.
Okay.
He's 3 over, I believe, for the tournament.
Yeah, we should have done the Akshay freaking outright. I should have done that one.
But it felt like it should have been. I shouldn't have said that. I said it feels like it should have been a little further.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people didn't play him in DFS though this week. Like not just to be results oriented, just because he's the kind of guy who around these bizarre, like not necessarily length, you know, is riding on anything. He's a creative golfer. Like he's going to be a guy who, I'm not saying he'll win the Masters, but he'll probably contend in the Masters many times over the next 15 years. A big putt for Hideki. Oh, I guess Hideki's probably the highest owned +5er. Oh no, Justin Thomas is probably right there.
Yeah, it's Hideki for, well, what was it, 3 feet, 3.5, something like that.
I never trust because it's hard for my brain when I watch it. They'll say oh, from 7.5 feet, and I'm looking at it, I'm going like, that looks like 2.5 feet to me. You're telling me that it's bigger than I am? He's really taking his time on it. It's one of the biggest purses. No wonder he's.
It should be good enough, right? +5.
It should be, as long as you don't get the birdie from on 18 from what's his name?
From who?
From runner-up last week, Matty Schmidt.
Is that what people are?
That's what the odds are
contingent on?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Just the one hole.
Schmidt really was like a big favorite to make birdie in this last hole.
Oh my god.
It was like 5 feet.
I don't think I'm looking to see if there's anything else that could happen. No, there really isn't.
So I hope they show it.
So I hope you guys. So out of the 72 golfers who are playing right now, 58 of them are making the cut. So hopefully you didn't miss too many of those guys. Daniel Berger cost some people.
Yep.
Christian Bezaden, who was really popular, he's cost some people.
Really?
Yeah.
People played him,
Lucas Glover cost some people. Although I was going to play Lucas Glover until I was listening to Rick's show, and he said there's no player with a worse history course of any course they've played more than 5 times than he has.
Yeah, you can't play him with that.
So I was like, okay. I wonder if anybody has any. I didn't play any showdown. I usually wait till the weekends to play showdown, so I'm going to figure some stuff out then. We know what happens on the weekends. If Tommy Fleetwood's in 34th place and he's got to get up to 5th, that means it's going to be Tommy Fleetwood time.
What is he? Is that what he is? 34?
He's 30. He's tied. He's +3.
Oh, what happened? Yeah.
So he's got some room to go. This is so, and also this is all about the coverage. You have one guy determining the fate of 10 golfers, and you're not gonna cover it. They're gonna sign off. It's just so weird to me.
Yeah. Oh, is that really gonna happen?
I think so.
Oh, they're looking at something. What is this? Who is this? Spieth. Oh, this is like earlier. What are they?
Announcing, or I guess they are trying to maybe show it if they're doing this. JT Poston cost a lot of people, including a little bit of
me. Yeah.
Anybody else who's doing? Let's see. Most of my good lineups are fairly clean. Michael. Okay, yeah. So I had one of my 880. Oh no, that one's out anyway. Jesus, that's a terrible lineup. But my other one is like in a million. It's like in last place in the 888, but it doesn't have anybody worse than +4. So.
Okay.
So yeah, you got a shot. And Xander Morikawa. Xander's like the highest scoring player, I think.
Is it?
Because he's made more birdies and he has the eagle, even though he's 2 under. Like he has 15 more points at the same score as Morikawa. I always say this to people: like the highest scoring player is not always win these tournaments. It happens a lot where they don't.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a strange thing. I feel like maybe they should give the number one maybe a few extra points or something like that.
Let's say at the very least, I mean, they got to show like these cut sweats. You know what I mean? And make like a big deal about it.
Yeah. Like even ESPN Bet, like they do the ESPN bets, they should be doing that live. Like this should be on the ESPNs right now. What are people watching? They need to watch, pardon my take for the 5th time, which is 0. Okay, that's the biggest thing. So of all the things I've done in my life, ESPN was on in the background for like the first 35 to 40-ish years of my life.
Okay.
I don't think I've looked at it ever since then, other than a game being on. It's horrifying to watch because it's like the worst like sports content, and especially since podcasts have come out. And like they want the dumbest people, not the smartest people. So you get guys like Kendrick Perkins and talking about what's happening in the finals. And I could literally care less. Tell me what Zach Lowe, who you fired, thinks about it, and Bill Simmons and all those guys. I don't give a damn what they say. It's just the worst content.
Hey.
All right, what else is going on here? We're getting lineups. I think the Dodgers came out. Yeah, it's out. Ohtani, Teoscar, Rojas. All right. And he's really good against us. That's the problem too. This Fried. But it's great hitting weather out here, so I'm in on the. I'm sort of in on the idea of the Yankees a little bit. Just I'll see later if I want to switch my Arizona stacks over there.
Let's just see something. Let's see if I can get at least a Tourcast look. Yeah, so let's see. So on 18, let's see where so they're in the fairway. And it looks as though this is a +4. This is a par 4. Yeah, so it looks like Schmidt's on the left side of the fairway. Well, it looks like left rough, but looks like he's got an angle. So he's 161 away. And then we'll see what he comes up with. And
How are you seeing it? What are you?
just a tourcast. I'm not watching it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's just on the dynamic, whatever.
So
Vegas in the looks like he's in the trap, and Schmidt's in the rough. And let's see, does ESPN Plus carry this? They somehow have hole 18 as a key hole. I guess not.
It just doesn't make any sense why you would shut it off when the whole tournament is being a huge part of the tournament's being decided. It's not like guys haven't come back and won from the cut line.
Yeah, I mean.
So do you know this year that for the FedEx Cup thing, you're not getting the bonus strokes anymore?
Oh, how's it working?
They're just playing them all as their individual regular stroke play, which is weird.
Oh, so how does that even work? I mean, so you don't get benefit from any winning earlier, you mean?
Well, you'll still be in the top, so you'll make the last one that's third.
That's fair enough then. Okay, I kind of like that actually.
Most likely, really, but I feel like you should get some sort of an edge. And guys like Rory came back from 8 strokes down.
You should get paid for winning the other ones. You know what I mean? That's fine.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh God. Oh wait.
Still nothing yet.
Something happened. No, nothing. Somebody.
So it still looks like they haven't shot yet.
Wait, Johnny Vegas is now 4-3 over? Oh, he had triple bogeyed the last hole. No wonder.
Oof.
This is a course, man. It's nuts. You just have to live with the doubles and triples and stuff and just say, okay, and we'll keep going, I guess. It's just, there's so many of them. It's actually really fun.
Yeah.
Because nothing has to stay the same.
Yeah, why can't they show? I mean, why are they showing this interview? Okay, they're looking at something. No, this is earlier. I mean,
it's just bizarre. All right, Thomas, they've got it at 88%. So that's what they're saying. Schmidt birdies 18 and 11% of the time.
That sounds about right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I mean, he's 161 away. In sort of.
Well, they're not factoring where he's at the moment. It's just going into the hole.
Are you sure?
On Data Golf, yeah, because they don't show that during hole stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've tried to figure that stuff out before. They also struggle sometimes when there's serious weather stuff that they can't quite figure out how the odds work, but it's still the best thing out there.
The other thing is when I look at Data Golf's projections, it has it's so weird for Showdown. It specifically says that there's a wave edge, but then they say their projections do not account for it.
Wait, who says that?
Data Golf.
Really?
In their projections, it says, please note Data Golf baseline projections do not include these wave recommendations.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then why even bother? I mean,
yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
I actually wonder how the whole field does in general with that. It's tough. It's tough to do.
So they still haven't shot yet. Maybe they're waiting for someone else on 18.
It's so stupid.
We'll sweat this out a little bit.
Maybe it is good for me. I'm telling you, I do lose. I have a pretty decent amount of Michael Kim. That's the one that would hurt. And and I have some fits too. But I actually think more people have I don't know. Maybe I do want it to go to 4.
Okay, so Vegas went. They both went. Schmidt went into the bunker.
Okay, so
63 feet away too. So
a long ways.
Yeah, it was short left bunker.
Yeah.
And Vegas went he didn't make the green either. He's on the left intermediate, 41 feet away. So they should be okay.
Should be home now. Okay. That would have been fun actually. And watch, I'll be complaining on Monday that if only Matty Schmidt didn't would have made the birdie, then Justin Thomas, who ended up coming in third, wouldn't have been able to. Yeah. I already know myself. I'll be bitching. All right.
All right. So just so you guys know, I will be doing my MMA lineup construction video probably tomorrow at some point. The whole fight card has gotten decimated. It's like a 10 fight card now. It's the equivalent of like a 4-game main slate in the MLB with like it's the equivalent of a 4-game slate in the MLB with like the Dodgers all at 3K and 2 chalk pitchers. It's like impossible, not impossible. It's very difficult to get unique without like giving yourself no chance to win this week.
Right.
So, but we're gonna try anyway. But yeah, it's a tough GPP week.
Yeah. All right, I might get out of here. I haven't eaten today, so I'm gonna grab some food.
And just so you guys know, for those I guarantee you nobody cares, but I am going to be updating the Truck Series projections within the next.
Nice.
Yeah, and we'll see what that looks like.
All right. Well, I hope you have a good weekend, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. I still don't know.
Hey, listen to me. Let me know if and when the strike is over.
Okay, I'll let you know as soon as we hear from him. I didn't announce the strike to him, but maybe I will if it takes any longer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
People are in the Discord. Hey, Air Sheets, where's your tennis action?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, sometimes we have to figure out ways to do things better.
Kind of keep the employees help.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, good luck, man. I hope you have a good night. Everybody, good luck tonight. And yeah, we'll see you soon. I might pop in with Brandon. I don't know my Sunday plans yet because he's good. He wanted to do one with both of us for the big. I guess it was a big race.
Wait. For when?
For Sunday, at some point. But I don't know if I can. I don't know what my plans are yet because I might go to the Dodger game.
What Sunday? A good car? A good slate? You mean?
For NASCAR.
Oh, for NASCAR? Oh, you should totally do that.
Okay, I'm gonna try and jump in. I don't know what time you guys are. What you guys?
Well, I wouldn't do it. I haven't
messaged you about it.
He hasn't even been on.
No. He will be though.
Okay.
He was. It was his birthday, and then he's coming. He's around now. He's probably listening right now.
Okay.